Hello and welcome back to Vintage Farming. Right, we are just going to give some things to the cows. I suppose we could just use this buck rig. Oh wow, it can get 2 bales at once. That is impressive. I thought for some reason that the cows had all the straw that they needed, but it seems as though they had run out a little bit ago, so this should top them up just fine. And as you can see, we've got some babies, some calves as well. I don't know if we'll take it all. Brilliant. And that does just about fill them up, so that's really good. As you can see, yeah, we've got 2 new sets of calves. And then another 3 heifers from before. Well, that is impressive. Yeah, I was thinking about potentially needing a second cow barn. Not that because they're full, but because this fills up so quickly now, it would be good to sort of spread it out a bit. But we will be able to put slurry on the field, on the rye field, once we get it all finished and harvested. So that'll be really good. So as you can see, base food, roughage, and moisture food are all a bit low. So I think if we give them a bale of hay, and then the rest with silage should be fine. And then we'll get moisture food in terms of canola when we harvest that canola field. Now this here is a bit... yeah, I suppose fine. I'll just leave this here for now. I was going to do the silage with this as well, but I've realised that we don't need to anymore. We can actually collect it with something with a trailer. Now in this case we'll probably use our little truck, because that just makes most sense, and we only need about 10,000 litres of silage anyways to fill it up properly. So that's what we'll do. We'll put 1 more bale in of hay here, and they will absolutely take it all. Brilliant. Now this will just I might as well just stick in here actually. Next time we need it will probably be for hay or straw, but I don't think we'll need it for silage anymore, which is actually quite a good thing. Then we'll just mosey over here to our truck. So yeah, we don't have very much else on in March. I thought we'd be potentially harvesting or planting in even, but we don't have anything to do. We do actually have to wait till April, which is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Let's get reversed up here. Hello. What's happened there? Go silage and start. So we'll only take about that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I suppose we could have filled it, but yeah, I want to have room for moisture. It's not like it does less production or whatever having less than full food, so that's fine. Just get this in there. That should fit. It's a bit wide. Is it going to fit? Oh, good. Very good. There you are. A big bulk delivery of silage that would have taken us about 5 times to do, 5 trips. So that's going up and up and up. So to maximize all the food categories, we do need 13,500, 10,000, 7,000, and 3,500. So we are pretty well lined up. Lovely. And we don't have to worry about their health going down because it's 100%. And they will continue to produce much, much milk and, as you can see, much, much slurry. So I think that's it for March, really. I don't think we have all that much else on for this month. I will check the greenhouse to ensure that it's at an acceptable level. Let's have a look where we're going here. That's fine. Check this way. So, right, this is fully empty. And this is producing, so it's out of, yeah, that's fine. No, it's perfectly fine. Potatoes are coming in still. That is moisture food, so that we've just fed them. And then the cotton, any cotton that we're producing is going straight to the, where is it? The spinnery, so that we can produce even more fabric. As you can see, we do have some fabric producing there. In the last episode, we did sell some of our linseed oil because we did produce a fair amount of it, and we're sitting very, very pretty at £130,000. which is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. It's really going to open things up for when we need either more land or more productions, because that is kind of the hope. In fact, I wonder if I'm going to use this rye to create flour in a production we don't even own yet. Because if I can wait until we harvest the canola, which will be in July, if we can hold that rye until then, in the silo, then we should be fine to make some flour from it. It's all very exciting. It's all coming along very, very nice. We'll have a quick rest here, and the next time we see you, it'll be April. Good morning and welcome to a beautiful April morning. The sun is shining and the rye is ready to harvest. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Although it does say 5 of 6 growth stage. So it can be forested now, but I don't think it can get any more ready to harvest though. Not like grass where you can... Yeah, I think we're going to harvest. That is really good. That's coming along. We do need to get hemp into this field. It's all ready to go now to drill hemp. But I think we're going to do the rye first, because I feel like it's been a while since we've done a proper harvest. So that is what we're going to do. And this is going to be a proper harvest, because look at this. This is probably the biggest this field's been. And then after this field will be the biggest one we'll have harvested, but I'm not going to go any bigger than that. That is that's the extent. For our small vintage setup, I think that's fine. Although, whoops, wrong vehicle. Time will tell, because it's very possible that we might make a bigger field. It all just depends on if we can get out of the shed. What's going on? Right, there we are. Yeah, it all depends on the on how the harvest goes as well. So we will have to see. We won't be harvesting the hemp for a few months yet, because we haven't even drilled it in yet. But I think it's an autumn crop, so that is good. Just sneak out the gate. I really do like that I've set this small area up here for us to be able to do stuff like this. Put on a header and all that. I'm just going to move this out of the way though. Something like that is not great, but better than before. Oh my. Right, the Dominator 85. Yeah, I really can't see us upgrading from this harvester. Yeah, it's perfect. I mean, you know, the size and everything, the width of the header is really good. I don't think, again, unless there's any fantastic suggestions for something different, but yeah, please do let me know if that is the case. Right, we'll open up the harvester, get ready for the rye. I think we're already enabled for swath. Yep, which is good because we need the straw. And there we go. We are harvesting rye, getting a lovely swath to follow. Now, I could probably use a helper to follow me and pick up the swath as we go, which might not be a bad shout. I'm going to do 2 headlands across the top here first thing, without, and then for the up and down, I think I might request that a follower help me, because I think that's the best option. I think I have it enabled as well. Yes, I do. I do. Brilliant. Let's wait for that to empty. Right, so the straw, as you can see, it does look funny. That's because of this whole fill type issue thing. I haven't really had the opportunity to rectify it, unfortunately, just yet. But at least it's getting baled up, so you won't really tell that it's not a straw texture. I don't know what it's meant to be, some sort of grain-based grain or something, I don't know. But nevertheless, we are harvesting our oats. We're getting a swath of straw. It is straw, I promise that. As soon as I get to this end, I think, yeah, that will be the best option. I'm going to get a helper on the baler to follow me. That way we can clear up all of the straw, or at least most of it, in the same job, because I really do think that will be most beneficial for us as we harvest. There we go. Let's just get lined up here on this bit. And now which tractor to follow? Well, the Belarus has had no issues with the baler in the past, although we do have to move some kit around. So I'm just going to move this with this, and then we'll use the Deutz actually to follow, because I think that might be a nice combo in the field. The Deutz and the class. Right, I do still need to sell that bloody potato planter there. Keep forgetting about it. Probably will continue to forget about it a bit more as well, but that's fine. We will eventually. It's not a big problem. Oh, right. Another thing I've just remembered that I want to sell off is the pit. I meant to do it when I emptied it, but now that it is empty and ready to be sold, we're going to do that right this second before we forget any more. Right, there we are. It's been a great pit, but with the fermentation silo, we just don't need it. We just don't need it. So, let's go into construction. There we go. £11,175 and sold. Yes, please. Nice. So this is probably from the texturing I've laid down to clean the pit, but looks good. Looks really good. This sort of gravel thing. So yeah, very nice. I don't know what to put there yet. There's a few small productions we could put in there, but for now it doesn't have to have anything in it. It is just good that it's sold. Absolutely fine. I don't mind doing pit work, if you will, silage in a pit and all, but it just really depends on the kit as well. We have a very, very small kit for that, so yeah, it can be a bit problematic. Right, let's get this baler hooked up. Brilliant. So we're going to lose a bit of flax fibre, but that is fine. Right, now we are going to be blocking some traffic for a moment here. Hopefully they don't mind. Of course they mind, but I'll just let this car go. No, he's going too slow. It's alright. So we do need to activate. So we'll lower that down first thing. Get it. Right, we only have the one bale size. We'll get it turned on. I believe it's Control F. There we go. And you ready, love? Let's do it. Let's do it. And we're off. So she should start collecting the first couple of swaths there. Oh yes, we are on the money. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I really like this follow me mod. Very useful, very, very useful, especially for jobs like this. I do like baling, don't get me wrong, but there are certain circumstances where you have to bail without this sort of in tow, with having the baler in tow. But in this particular instance, we don't have to, and it's very good. Very, very good. There are a couple of trees up ahead here that might be problematic. We might do a bit of spin around into this other field so that we can do a headland, a couple of headlands as well, because this is a bit of a funny sort of area, but we'll see how it goes. I heard the baler beeping. Oh yes, there we go. First bale out. Does it look like straw? Let's have a look. It should be. Nice. It's not a grain bale, so that is happy days. Let's get back in the combine and crack on with the harvest. Right, I think this is a good opportunity to head over to the truck, get it picked up, and fill it up with some rye. We've made some really good progress here. Really pleased about it so far. I will just shut this helper off for the time being. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how much rye we're going to get. I mean, we're nearly at 5,000 litres. Happy days. Right, I'll go pick up the truck. And time to unload some rye into the bed of the truck. There we go. Really nice, yeah. I initially wanted to do, so the triticale that I recently sold in the last episode, I think I sold it. Almost certain I sold it. Yes, I did. That was meant to be for chickens. Now, I have since obviously sold the chickens a few episodes back, and I don't know if I intend to get more again. They are great. I do like having the eggs to sell, but I would like to focus more so on productions for this series, I think, versus the animals, especially since I have a production yard built for that purpose. So I think that'll be the way to do it. But we shall see, we shall see. If anything, I might, as I've said before, I might get some more cows, just because... Oh right, I've disabled the helper. I was like, why are you not following me? But yeah, I might get some more cows, just because the milk produces so quickly and it sells for loads, especially if we get a dairy. And that's actually what I could go in that spot where the pit was the improvised dairy mod, which I think would be quite good. Just get the rest of this straw here, there we go. Get nice and spun round as well. Nobody come in, good. Oh, sorry neighbour. But we shall have to see what all happens. Because yeah, I haven't fully decided on all things yet. Time will tell. Right, are we going? Oh wait, no, I haven't put the pickup back down. That would have been very bad. There we go. Sorry there, mates, in the lorry. Nice. Right, we're underway with the harvester gate. Here we are at the end of this row with 96% of the combine filled. So we will in fact get it emptied out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bales. Not bad at all. And probably, I think it just emptied that 8th one there. So it's about 8.5 now possibly. But that is pretty impressive as well. Of course, the loading will always be done by the Massey. I think there are some more vintage type bigger loaders as well. I don't know if I have anything in the... Oh, just talking about the Dominator 825 and it shows them in the sale. Oh, by the way, I've just put I've just hit 10 hours on the Combine, which is really brilliant. Another thing I've realised as well about the series is that this is episode 50, meaning we've had 50 episodes of vintage farming, which is pretty cool, I have to admit. Especially since we started on a whole other farm, moved farm at about episode, I think episode 20 was the first one on this new map. And yeah, it's been quite the process so far. really enjoying vintage farming. I hope you are as well. Really hope you are as well. I know it's only the once a week, which makes it all that more special, I think. What I'm going to do, though, with this special thing, is just going to go to this side here, and I am going to try, I've done this in the past, we'll see if it works, try and set a helper off with a helper in tow. Now this is ambitious farm management, I will admit, but it's worth a try. She'll harvest, he'll collect the straw. We'll see if that works. What I'm going to do is go and get the Massey, and probably we'll use the Belarus since it's right here, get it connected to the trailer, and then we can start loading up some bales. Right, well, we might as well make this as bale number 1 because it's going to be in the way soon. Now, the reason I got this thing is because, as you can see, we can, very sneakily, get 2 bales side by side versus side by side. I don't know how else to phrase that. Instead of having them round side to each other, we can have the flat side to each other and simply collect both of them. Now, can we do this with 4 bales, or is that beyond my ambitions here? I think we'll load this onto the trailer because of how nicely it's come together, but I just think it'll make loading bales so much easier. Now, if we had a slightly bigger tractor with a bit more weight on the back as well, I think we could get away with doing 4 bales like this. But the fact that we can do 2 honestly makes this so much easier, because I find that faffing with 2 the other way is just that, a complete faff. Oh no, speaking of faff. What is going on? Have you been... Oh my. Right, well you... Oh, what am I going to do? Right, we need to... Because if I go into the tractor there, it's going to completely destroy the crop. So, follow me please. Follow me out of there. Bloody hell. That was close. That was a close one. Not entirely certain. I think it's because the headland's not quite enough. But it shall be. It shall be enough. Brilliant. We're back on. Back on. Happy days. Right. I suppose, yeah, with the bales here, since we just did a time-lapse, I don't know if I want to do another time-lapse, although this is efficient. I think I might... I suppose at this rate as well, we don't have to get it straight in the middle, but I think having it on one side is best. That way we can load them a bit easier that way. Just pick one side versus in the middle, and then we should have no problem getting them onto the trailer. But again, as I say, this is a much more handy way than doing it the other way, at least until we get some sort of bigger loader if we do. Another option, now this I have very tempting, but if you have seen my Cool Farm series, you'll have noticed the Ursus bale loader that I had on there. Would you consider that vintage enough for this series? Please do let me know. If you don't know what I'm on about, check out that series. It's basically it's an 8 bale loader, so it's not an auto load, but an auto stack. I wonder if I have it enabled. I'll have a check right now. That would be the best option to show you. Bale loaders, it is not enabled, but it is like this, but not as new looking, and doesn't hold 24, but rather only 8. And it is Ursus, so it would fit in with the Polish theme of the map. But yes, I don't have it enabled, unfortunately, but I could do if it's deemed vintage enough. So any feedback on that would be good, and we shall see what happens. Right, I think I will crack on off camera, just because this is going quite swimmingly well, and I can't show the very good bale loading in a time-lapse. It has to be absolute rubbish, obviously. But yes, there is only going to be a few more loads, even by the time the harvest is complete. But once I get... Oh, right, bloody Nora, I've completely forgotten to check. Slurry's full. Right, okay, as soon as I get these bales loaded, I am going to spread slurry at least onto this half of the field, just so that we can get that slurry production continued. Because as it stands, it's obviously full, as you saw, and we can't have that. We cannot have that. Right, I have found a problem for the next load. I don't think we're going to be able to fit this on there as nicely as I'd like to, because how are we going to get in there? Yeah, well, that I will save for off-camera Grumbles to sort, because yeah, as I say, I'll let the harvest crack on. Oh no, they're all buggered up again. Right, I'll deal with that, and then we can move on to some slurry spreading. Right, so here is another 80% of the combine going into here. I wanted to do it now, just so that the rest of the harvest can go into the harvester without much help from me, hopefully. I have taken the baler and gone to the far side of the field, the other side of the field, just to collect what was missed, because there were a few swaths that got missed for straw, which is absolutely fine. But I did want to get that done and then hop back into the combine and set it off once again. That's fine. But we do want to find... Oh, there we are. Our slurry tanker, because it is full. And so is the cow slurry. So we will sort that out. The harvest is going well, so that's good. Loads of RYE in. We have probably about 13 or 14,000 litres so far, which is really good for this small field. I would like to convert, if possible, all of that into flour, which would be also very good. But yes, we will tidy up this side of the field once the harvest is done. The bale process went quite well, so we've got 8 on there now, and 1, 2, 3, 4, so another 4 there. We'll probably end up with maybe 10 or 12 in total, which is really good, really good. What we're going to do that's a bit different this time round with the slurrying is that we're going to use a double application. So as you can see there on the left hand side, top left, it does say turn on slurry tanker, and underneath that says activate doubled application rate. That's what we're going to do. I don't think I've done this yet in Vintage, because the tanker... What the bloody hell is going on? I always forget the width of this, that's the problem, that's why I'm trying to... So we will activate that, we'll get rid of that, and what it's going to do is basically, we're going to go so much slower... Oh, somebody's done. What's happened? Right, we'll stop that. Alright, let me get this set up one more time, and then we'll get the slurrying done. Okay, all is well over there. We've got a queue, and let's start. So as you can see, it's going a lot slower, but it's going, and it's going to go through it a bit quicker as well. Basically what's happening is we are putting a double application of fertilizer on at one time, which is absolutely amazing. Now, this will definitely help go through the slurry, but here's to hoping we have enough for the whole field. So what I think we're going to do is we will check the map, see how we're getting on. In the fertilizer tab, double application, yeah, get it. So 60% will probably hit at least 40 or so 45 by the time we get at the end here, and so we will have to fill up again. Oh, it would be perfect if it was 50, that would be nice, but we're not doing the whole field just yet. We are doing what is available space-wise, so I think a nice way to sort of end this episode here is to at least get this half of the field all done. Oh wow, 35, that's not on. But yeah, we are making a huge width at least, so that's really good, and we are putting a nice dent in the slurry as well. Just want to make certain we're on the right width there. Perfect, so we will have to go and fill up a few times, but it's looking like 1 or 2 more passes with the harvester, and then the harvest is done. And then we'll be able to get the rest of the slurry onto the field. There we go. We had literally just enough in that one to finish that half of the field, but that's all I really wanted to do. I had to go around the harvester a bit. Just, I don't want to get slurry onto the crop or onto the straw. But there we go. So we do have to fill up again. So that's 18,000 litres, just like that, gone. Luckily, we have another 40,000 litres left, if not more than that, to fill up the tanker, and the cows will constantly be producing slurry, which is really, really lovely. So we'll get that filled up, and we'll see. So that's 18 plus another 8, or 9, sorry, so we'll see what that brings us at. There you go, just under 40,000, which means by that calculation, so we'll have used about that and that half. So yeah, we'll have enough definitely to get this field done, which is what we really want to do, because all the other fields are good to go. They're all fertilized. The farthest field with the canola in, I still have to figure out what I'm doing with that. I might... Yeah, I don't know yet. I know that it's going to be a production yard, but it's currently got mostly crop in, so I really don't know what to do with that. I'm just putting this here to the side just so it's ready to go for the next time, so we do have to tidy up the harvest and that. But yeah, we'll just very quickly head over here just to see, because if you look at the way the field is especially, I mean, I still haven't decided which way I want to build out. All I know is that we've got the productions underway. That little area could just be not drilled and turned into extra yard space. This far side over here, actually, what am I doing? Might as well have a fly up and see. Right, so if we were to continue basically a yard all the way to the end of that field, or that side, all the way to that side, and then go from there. Maybe this could be a crop again. We shall see. Because, I mean, we're going to use the canola for oil, and we're going to, and the cows, and we're going to use, potentially, if we get a straw from it, we'll either use it as regular straw or something else. But, yeah, don't know. Any suggestions? I mean, other than productions. Because if we are going to, again, one last thing before we end the episode. Let's find... So we do have a grain mill, we've got the dairy. I don't know if I want this dairy, or if I want the... I quite like that, though. But I don't know if I want that one, or the improvised dairy, which is this. Which we could put straight on the farm, which I kind of would prefer, to be honest. But we've got the hops brewery, so that's another one in the future we can look at. So eventually this area will be filled with, with productions of some kind. We still have to do the brandy, but we do need the orchard for that. So we could put orchard stuff in here as well. Juice factory, loads of juice options. The oil mill is rightly placed. The old winery. We are doing wine in another series, so probably not. The grain mill, though, here we go. So RYE is right there, if I'm not mistaken. And that could be an option. That could be another option for a production, the next production. So whether it's over here or over here, I haven't decided just yet. Yeah, we're going to have to do a bit of landscaping on that either way. And then, yeah, it's just trying to see what else have we got. Always forget. Tobacco, we could do chips and snacks. Could make some chips, could make some snacks. That's a nice nice production as well. Fairly vintage looking. So yeah, we've got loads. Always loads. Never... Oh, pellets. What? That is very interesting, because that is all different straw types, isn't it? Huh. Well, possibly we'll have to look into that. We'll have to see. I don't ever remember seeing this one, to be honest. But yeah, if we can make pellets with this... I know it's no straw harvest or whatever, but it is an option. Right, we'll head back over here, get a nice... oh, not what I was intending on doing at all. Oh my, it's all gone the wrong way. There we go. Get a nice view of the rye field, as there is a bit left to harvest, but we can get that tidied up off camera before the next episode. Get some bales sorted as well, and look at that, we've got 5 bits of kit in the field. Talk about high efficiency. Anyways, that does it for the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you're enjoying the series so far. As I said, episode 50, blimey. Phew. Crazy to think, that's nearly a year of episodes. Which is pretty wicked. So, we'll crack on with it in the next one. Until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.